Well, hello everyone, Sheila back again. I'm doing a little bit crochet at the moment. I was at my bingo night last night, and like I said in my other video, never won anything. I don't think I'll ever win anything again since we changed from where we were going before, because it was only a few of us used to go and we were just winning each other's money. But it's more the interaction with the other girls, and we always have a good laugh and all that. So not really bothered. It doesn't cost us as much as it used to cost us at the other place. So it's my time in the morning. Well, actually, it's nearly lunchtime. I'm doing some crochet on here, and I'm going to go, hoping to finish to that corner, and then go so far up to, that's where I started the second row. So that'll be my 2 rounds of the blue, and then I'll be changing to white again. Just a little bit different. I'm going to let you see my crocheting for a change. So I'll pull the laptop screen down, and then you can see what I'm doing here. Not too far down, you'll not be able to see. That should be it. I do like to do a little bit crochet. I'm not as quick on crochet as I am at knitting, but crochet is quicker anyway because of the way you do it. And I notice when I'm doing crochet, I'm forever doing this, pulling the wool up off the ball, a lot more often than what I do when I'm knitting. So the wool disappears a lot quicker than it does when you're knitting. So let's see, I'm going to finish the second round of the blue. And then I'll be getting my lunch, and then I'll be starting on the cable cardigan again. The light's quite good today. We've got a little bit sunshine. It's turned a little bit better than what it's been. So even sometimes during the day, if the light's bad, I can't work on dark coloured things. It's probably an age thing, you know. I've worn glasses since I was in my 40s. And I think it's a hereditary thing. I think nearly everybody in my family wore glasses from an early age. But I was about in my middle 40s. I think that's about the average time when people who do have to wear glasses usually end up with them. But things never look the same through your glasses. When I take them off, things look very different. And I've split that wool there, that stitch. But you have no other choice. When you get to my age, you've got to wear glasses for doing things. It used to be at first, when my sight first started going bad, it was just close-up things like this I needed glasses for. I could see the television and everything perfectly. But as time went on, I think quite a few years, and then I started noticing, it was actually when I used to have a dog, Kim, and used to be taking him out for a walk. And because where I lived, it was all pit heaps and things like that. There's no pits around anymore, but all the heaps were still there and that, and didn't need a lead on the dog. He just used to roam around the heaps. And I noticed if he got quite a way in front of me, I couldn't make him out properly. That's when I realised, oh, I need some new glasses. I mean, long distance is not as good as it used to be. And that was just for really long distance. But over the years, that long distance got shorter and shorter, and now I need them but to watch the television. That's what happens when you get older, you know, things start going, don't they? Everything goes when you get older. And hearing as well. When I watch the television, the sound on I watch some films, the sound is terrible, really loud, and then other times when people are talking, it's just mumble and I can't understand what they're saying. So I actually wear those little speaker bud things. I have one of those connected to the long wire from my television, and I can hear perfectly through those, but just watching the ordinary thing on the television is just terrible. Just can't make out a lot of what they say. Must be all the different kinds of formats they use for the sound on videos and things, I think. Because if I watch ordinary television, what we call terrestrial TV in this country, that's okay. I don't have any problem hearing that. It's just when these films and some of the TV shows and but that's life, isn't it? As you get older, things don't always stay the same. I'm nearly up to the corner on this bit here. I wish I could crochet like other people do. I've tried it like this, holding the yarn in my other hand, and there I've already split the yarn once, and I've got a great big line between the loops there. Oh, not bother that way. I have tried umpteen times to crochet that way and it just does not work for me. I think I was taught from about 8-year-old to crochet this way. This was the way I was taught, and I think things like that just stick with you. It's the same with knitting. You're taught a certain way. And the way I was taught it, well, is the English way of knitting, but there are different ways of knitting that. I've tried different ways of knitting as well that they do in other countries, continental, and it just does not work for me. I'm best sticking to what I know best. I've just split up again. I keep splitting this wool. Sometimes I go too fast and that's what I've just done there. I spin the hook round sometimes, or else I split the wool. The hook goes through the threads of the yarn, and done it again. Oh, that one's not coming out. I'll have to pull it out. I'll have to message Dagri and ask her how big she wants this blanket, because I don't know how big to do it actually. It's covering when I put it on my feet, it comes up to there on my knee. So I would imagine I'll probably have to do it. It comes up to like waist level. I'll be loads apart with this. It keeps us nice and warm when I'm sitting here doing this. As it got bigger, it covers my knee when I'm sitting doing it. And I'm nearly, this is the last corner. And then I'll be joining the 2, 1, 2, another 3 into that corner. And I've been on my computer on the, it's a site I go on where I get free knitting patterns from. It's the Lovecraft Free Knittings. That's all you have to type into your computer or your phone or whatever, just Lovecraft Free Knitting Patterns, and there are hundreds of patterns. And I think the pages, actually when I checked the pages, there was 219 pages, and there's a lot of patterns on every page. And I'm up to page 10, and I've been, they come down PDF form, so it's better into your computer or even in your phone. You can print out PDF from your phone. So I've been hunting through all the patterns to see any nice patterns, and I'm going to print them out, and the best ones that I want. Because I don't always just do my own patterns. Well, like this Wendy one, it's not my own pattern, it's a Wendy one. I do like to have a go at my own patterns as well, but I do like to look at patterns that somebody else has made that I can have a look at and work out how to do them myself. Something nice, you know, something different for a change. And there are hundreds, that's like I'm saying, there are hundreds of patterns on that site, and I had a bit of trouble with my printer. Wasn't printing properly. It was making lines across the printing when like horizontal lines. But I printed a photograph out for my friend last night. She asked me to do a photograph, and it seemed to be okay. There was no lines across, so I'm going to start printing out some of these patterns that I've been downloading. That was why I bought these. Bought a pack of these the other day when I was out. They're punched pockets. There's 10 pockets in there. That's what I put these patterns in that I'm downloading. I think I could do with some better paper for them, because the paper that I use on my printer is just for printing out bills and things, and it's a bit thin. But I have got a few sheets of some thicker, like matte paper, better for the patterns. So if anybody's interested in looking for free patterns to see what there is, have a look on Lovecraft's free knitting pattern site and see what's there. Because there are some lovely patterns on, more up-to-date patterns, because most of mine are probably all about 50 years old. I have bought one or two since, but most of mine I've had for years. I could do with it, like updating some of them, like. But some of them, it's just the actual stitch that I use off the patterns. I do tutorials for the stitches and things, and then I use some of the stitches for the, like the this little cardigan I've been doing. This one, which Dagry's bought off me, I haven't finished it yet, but I'll be sending it to the United States when I send what I'll get done for her. Only got another front to do. And this is just there's one of my own stitches on, actually. This is a basket stitch. And I've actually looked through the stitches to see if it is a known stitch, and there's no basket stitches like this one. This one is just knit 2, purl 2 for 4 rows. And then purl 2, knit 2 for 4 rows. That's all it is to it, but I cannot find this one anywhere, so this is definitely one of my own. I'll be doing that later on tonight when it gets darker and I can't do the any more Dagry's. But everything I'm doing at the moment is for Dagry. The cardigan, the blanket, that little, well, the little baby's cardigan, well, it's not for babies, for 22-inch, was actually going to go on my Etsy shop. But Dagry bought it off me before I had a chance to put it on there. But I do have some more balls of this. I'm going to do another one exactly the same size and that, and put it up on the shop. because I'm trying to build up my stock on the shop, and then when I don't have quite so many orders coming in myself, I might take orders from the Etsy shop as well. But I'm not taking orders from Etsy at the moment. I'm just putting on wherever I manage to get knitted and put up there. It's only little baby cardigans I've got on at the moment, and a few coasters. I'm nearly up to there. I'm just going up to this little bit here, and that'll be my lot. Because I could really do with a drink, because you know I can talk a lot. When I talk too much I get thirsty. My mother always used to say, when I used to go up there with my kids, and you know what kids are like, talk when they shouldn't talk, and you tell them to shut up when you're trying to talk to something. And my mother used to say to me, don't you tell them to shut up. She says, you should have known what you were like when you were little. They couldn't get a word in edgeways, we couldn't shut you up. And I think I've been like that all my life. My husband used to say, shut up, I'm watching this on the television. That was one of his favourites. Of course, when he told me to shut up, I talked all the more, didn't I? I don't like anybody telling me to shut up. Nearly there. And this is my little video for today. Instead of knitting, I'm crocheting. And letting you see how I crochet. And how fast or how slow I am. I don't know really. I need to see how fast other people are actually, like. And slip that stitch into there. Get it in. That's it. Where's my scissors? Oh, I've lost my scissors. Oh no, that one there. I thought I'd lost my scissors. I had them in the other room, but I'm not. Cut it off. There, so that's 2 rounds of the blue, and I'm going to do 2 rounds of the white, but not now, because I'm going to get my lunch. And then start on daggeries. I'll have to measure that and see how far down I've got. It's getting quite long now, like, you know, I'll be up to the armholes before long. That'll be a little bit better, because once I cast off the stitches for the armholes, there'll be less stitches to knit across. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you see what I do some other time. So bye for now.